Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The Bills offense heading out, led by their now 30-year-old quarterback, the MVP of the NFL a couple of seasons ago, Josh Allen.
Former MVP, Mike, just clearly one more box to check. It's hard to have a more accomplished NFL career than Josh Allen, but the conversation around the NFL and league circles continues to remain. When is Josh Allen going to take the Bills and get over the hump and find themselves in the Super Bowl? So a lot of hopes around the organization that this is the team, this is the roster they've built around him to accomplish just that.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Moore going in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. That's to the right side and incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Again, it's Allen to the air. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it. And they're going to take possession here up past the 25.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Well, Jared Goff brings out the Lions now. More time with Detroit, his 6th season here, than he had with L.A., the team that drafted him #1 overall. Of course, the trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford.
You'd be hard-pressed, Mike, to find over the last, we'll call it 5 years, a quarterback that has been as consistent and that you go into every week knowing exactly what you're going to get than Jared Goff. And I think last year really was a big transition year. Ben Johnson, the longtime play caller in Detroit, he moves on right in the division to the Chicago Bears. So a little bit of some ebbs and flows. Dan Campbell figuring out who's going to be my play caller to continue to recapture some of the success we had years ago. So that's a big part. But Jared Goff, his play behind center, man, he's been as good as anybody in the league.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the officials.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That one good for 29.
First down.
I'm not sure that Jamison Williams gets enough credit, Mike. I mean, top 10 in receiving yards a season ago. Maybe flies under the radar a little bit because of Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's just the perfect complement to Brown. He is that elite deep threat with that speed, takes the top off the defense. He just creates a lot of space in a secondary, and I think he has all the talent in the world to be a true number one.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Well, they call him Sonic for a reason, Mike. And I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, the last couple seasons since he's come in the league, he's about as electric as it gets. And he's going to continue to be the main focal point of this offense. And even with everybody keying on him, he can still find a way to dominate.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in.
Touchdown,
Isaiah
Detroit.
Pacheco. Touchdown, Lions.
All right, Mike, so down here tight, there's really two schools of thought. One, spread them out. Make them defend sideline to sideline, cover every blade of grass, and try to create some holes. The other side of that conversation is pack everybody in tight. We're tougher than you. We're bigger than you. And we're going to knock you back just enough to punch this in for a touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Bills
35-yard
offense ready to see the football for the second time. To try to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, first and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Look wide. Get this one complete. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Third and 11. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Shakir. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Wisnowski in there to punt. Kick is away. On the return, it's Dortch. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
Lions
line.
going back to work, and you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. Drew was the offensive coordinator in Arizona the last 3 seasons before moving on to Detroit to take the OC job. the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
And the Lions first.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. To throw is Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On to punt is Fox. His kick is away. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. As the Bills head back out on offense, you get a look at the defensive coordinator for Detroit, Kelvin Shepard. Shepard, good player, 8 seasons as a linebacker in the league before joining the Lions, and he's really moved up the coaching ranks now, year 2 as their defensive coordinator.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
You know, and those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the initial hole, and when he gets out in space, he's gone.
And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
A gain of a
It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run right here with Cook. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. The ball's out. The Lions have got it. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Goff. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Goff to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come to the line for 2nd and 4. Goff. He's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 17-yard line. The Lions forced timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. That is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Bills nothing.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much.
Tyler
Welcome
Bass
back,
to kick
everyone,
off for
for quarter number 3. Tom Kennedy on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Jameer Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw,
You're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Now Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he will not get to the end zone, but he'll get plenty of yards. A terrific run, bringing it to the 5.
1st and goal.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now Goff to the goal line and in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And this has been a nightmare game for him so far. He had the lost fumble earlier and limited success running against this stout defense. Come off the field a couple of times shaking his head. What can you do? Right now, the answer is he can't do much. Now Allen on 1st down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Cook, and he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Tyleik Williams is there on the stop.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Here in the 2nd half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
He'll return it from the 11. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions able to add on. It is now 27-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays
and more balance, both run and pass. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Allen on third down. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Coleman. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one on target to Moore. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Allen going to give this to Davis. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
The score, Lions 27, Bills 7.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team ready for it.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with first down. Play action now, and here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This will be 2nd and 9. A run with Cook, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down by Derek Moore. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, and they need 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
A loss of 9.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
It's good. Makes the score Lions 34, Bills 14.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They hand it to Gibbs, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.